usually if you have a running toilet that's continuous running, either you got to make an adjustment on this float shut off right here, and there's different forms of these. This one, the adjustment is right back here. Other ones have like a twist that you just raise it up and down. Normally you have to raise it up just a tad. And you want the water level to sit right about here. There's also ones that they've got like a float that sits over here. As this moves up and down, it shuts off the lever that stops the water from flowing into it right here. The issue on this toilet is actually that the flapper valve down here is not sealing. So I'm going to fill it back up and we're going to see kind of what it's doing. But if this doesn't seal properly, then the water's going to leak out and it's just going to keep filling, trying to add water to it. And the reason I think that seal failed is because I shut the water off on here and there's no water in it, obviously. So I'm going to turn the water back on and kind of do a little inspection and check from there. Your water valve on any toilet is going to be right here on the wall. This one's just a 90 degree, so right here it's shut off, and if I turn it 90 degrees and it's on, you might have one that you have to turn, you know, kind of looks like a sprinkler valve, but either way, we'll turn the water on. And now you can see it filling back up. Let that fill up for a minute. If you're in a pinch, you got to go out of town or something, and your toilet's continuously running, you don't have time, then just come down here and shut the water off, and then you'll be good. It does shut off in the right spot when the water gets high enough. I don't know if you can see where the water line is, right there. You also notice I'm pushing down this flapper valve. Now I let off the flapper valve, you can still hear it trickling. So what I think is that valve is leaking a little bit. I'm gonna sit here and watch it for a few minutes. And yeah, I think that's the issue. I can see the water level slowly dropping. And then as soon as I put pressure on this valve, that trickling stops. I let off and it starts again. This float right here is what tells it when to fill or not. So if I pull up on it, it says, oh, it's floating enough. We have enough water in here. Don't need to fill. I let go. It's like, oh wait, we still need to add a couple inches of water. That's why it's filling back up. That's why this toilet's going to continuously run. So I'm going to shut the water off again. And we'll flush the toilet and let all the water come out. Alright. And don't worry about sticking your hands down in this water. It's pretty clean. It's all fresh water. This one was super easy to remove. It's a flapper valve. I don't like these things. You can see how it's deformed. The rubber's not flat anymore, and that's probably what the issue is. So I'm just gonna have to look this up and find one, find a replacement. So this is what I'm gonna replace. Get a new flapper valve, and that should fix the issue of continuously running. And then just a reminder, if your water level is coming all the way up here and spilling over into this, then your water level is getting too high. You need to adjust the float over here. Normally there's a dial right here, you just spin it up or down. It tells it how much water to let in. On this model right here, you can see this little switch over here, that if you push that out like that, now I can move it up and down, and then it locks back into place like that. Here's another toilet with the exact same issue. My giveaway is that I open it and it's got a couple inches of this water line. This one's a lot slower of a leak. Let's flush it, watch it fill up. Yeah, see, you can see where this water level stops right here. It's a lot higher than it was. And this one's pretty intermittent, doesn't happen all the time, and when it does happen, it's a pretty slow leak. But I'm gonna go ahead and replace this one. 2.5 years old, barely been in use, and they're already giving out. All right, this one's not as bad as the other one, but you can see how it's kind of deformed like that. I'm betting it's not giving a good seal. Not perfectly round anymore. It's kind of wavy. All right, here's the replacement flapper that I got. Got it because it says it's 2 times stronger. All right, so this replacement one, I haven't seen this before, but there are some cheaper ones that they don't have all these settings on it. It's just a $5 flapper valve. But this one has where you can, it's either open or closed for how much water it lets in. And then there's this setting down here that you can change to, again, for how much water it lets in. I'll do some reading and see, but I think you can adjust it to where you basically save a little bit of water per flush. But on the back of the package, it tells you, according to what brand you have, what kind of setting you should have, whether it should be open or closed, and then the numerical value that you should set it to. This is a Gerber toilet, so it said to set it to number 2 and to have it open. So that's how I'm going to install it. Good spot, water stopped within ½ an inch. And last tip, you notice there's a lot of slack in this chain right here. If I flush it, it doesn't do it all the way. This chain needs to be a little bit tighter. So the last thing you can do is just take a couple of these links out of the chain and tighten it up, and then you'll have a full flush. Right now, on this point, you'll see there's basically no slack in this chain. Don't want it too tight because then your flapper valve is going to have issues closing. From here, you got a normal flush.